everyone, it's Kay from Craft OK. How are you all doing? In the room with me is Pickle, and let's just move that light so you don't have that glare. There we go. How are we all doing? It's WIP Chat time. I've not done one in a little bit because I had the flu and I've been snotty and all that loveliness. But yeah, I'm finally back. Yay! So yeah, how's everybody doing? I am working on this kit at the moment for hashtag Purple Post Month 22. And yeah, I haven't got too much left to do, as you can see. I already finished one canvas this month as well, which was the Christmas Star Wars kit. And that was done for hashtag up to snow, DPF Snow Good, and hashtag Get Your Festive On. So yeah, busy, plodding away, just doing my thing. It helps to get canvases down, doesn't help with sleep, but I've been up like easily 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff for a lot this past week or so. Plus side to that is I'm able to get quite a bit of diamond painting done. Downside to that is I'm tired a lot. But you know, them's the breaks. So yeah, how is everybody doing? Hope we're all doing well. So yeah, over half term, Pickle had the flu, she gave it to me. She's all better now and I'm pretty much better as well now, so that's good. She's smashing it at school as always. And yeah, we had a bit of a, nothing really much happened at the start of the week. Bit of a slow week really. Today's Sunday. And yeah. But yeah, last week nothing much went on until, let's think about this, Wednesday. Wednesday I had a meeting with someone who came down to observe Pickle. She's an educational psychologist. So we're trying to apply for an EHCP, which for those that don't know is an educational healthcare plan. And basically this will follow her throughout her whole education because she has special needs. She needs extra support and everything else like that while she's in school. So this is just someone to assess whether she does need that support. She said, yeah, she does. So hopefully we get our report back saying that's all been accepted soon. But yeah, no, we had a really good meeting. She was really nice. Talking to her for like a good hour and a half. And then like 20 minutes after that ended, I got a phone call, which is awesome. This phone call, I've been tracing these guys up for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. Because there's one place in our area that does assessment for kids with special needs and stuff to get diagnoses and stuff like that. So we finally had that appointment. I feel that went well. We've got to do, he's going to send out 2 questionnaires, one for me and her dad to fill out and the other one for her teachers to fill out. And then I take those back and then have a feedback meeting and then get a diagnosis. Because last August when we saw them, that's when she got diagnosed with global development delay and possible autism. Now mentally she was too young to be mentally she was too young to be mentally diagnosed with autism. Because even though she was, let's see, how old was she at the time? She was 3 at the time, or just about to turn 3. But mentally she was about 12 to 18 months old. So yeah, since then, the educational psychologist person roughly aged her mentally around 2-ish, which, you know, that kind of tracks. So yeah, lots of help coming her way soon, hopefully. So yeah, it's all positive. It just takes it's a long journey to get the extra help and support, but luckily she adores going into school. She absolutely loves it. They've extended her hours as well, so she's staying until 2 o'clock now instead of 1. So I reckon by the time we come back after Christmas, she might be potentially doing a full day, which would be nice. So yeah, they were astounded as well by some of the things I showed. Showed the EHCP lady, psychology lady, clip I took on my phone because I'd uploaded it. Because in school there's this app called Tapestry where her teachers can upload videos or photos to me about her in school, and I could do the same from at home. And I had sent in this video before of Pickle's number recognition on this game, and she was recognizing numbers and clicking the correct number each time, all the way into the 30s, 40s, almost got to 50, and then she got bored and exited out of the game. So she's got some really good number recognition, at least in that game anyway. So her teacher, the SEN teacher that was in the meeting with us as well, said she's going to look into getting that app and getting a tablet sourced for her to use in school. Because that's something that's really interesting, and I'm so proud of her for being able to recognise that. So, yay! And then Friday, I got the phone call for the assessment on Wednesday saying, oh, would you like to come in tomorrow? Yes. So Thursday we had that. And then Friday, I went to the hospital for my own thing. So I don't talk about it a great deal, but as some of you may know who've been on here for a long time, I have fibromyalgia and joint hypermobility syndrome. I live with chronic pain. Yay! But for a little while now, I keep having a lot of flare-ups. I've been struggling a lot. So I went and saw a physio. Luckily, my GP has got an in-house physio. So instead of going to the doctor and waiting for a referral to go to the hospital to speak to the physio team there and so on and so forth, I can go see our in-house physio. He's a really nice guy as well. And he referred me to a more specialist team within the hospital. Rheumatology, physio. So yeah, I went and saw dude there. I've got some very simple exercises and stuff that I can try, and I'm going to go see him again in about 4 weeks' time. So I'm hoping I can get some help with some structure and getting exercise and stuff, because I do want to lose weight. And I have actually lost a smidge of weight, which is nice. Because my joints are buggered. I'm really struggling at the moment, and we don't drive. So I walk everywhere. So trying to get on top of this is good, because whenever I do try and actually exercise and stuff and do a routine, I push too hard. I don't know what my limits are until I've already pushed past them, and it's like an hour later and then I'm just screwed. So yeah, he gave me some simple, he really listened to me for a good while actually, and we was going back and forth with some ideas, and then he gave me some very simple exercises that I can do on my own at home. And I kind of scoffed a little bit, so I'm like, these are going to be so easy and stuff. But actually, they were quite tricky when I actually just sat down and did them yesterday. I've got to do them today as well. But it's because I'm quite competitive by nature, in a sense, and I push myself a lot because I'm stubborn. I'm also aware of these traits. Doesn't mean I know how to back off. But I'm going to try and follow these routines a bit and see how I get on with that. Since we had the heat wave way back when and stuff, I switched my lunch to a salad, and I'm still doing that. Like, it's what, 4 months later down the line, I'm still eating salads for lunch, and I'm amazed I'm still doing that. I'm actually really gobsmacked that I'm still doing that. But yeah, it makes me feel a bit better knowing that I'm still doing that. Like I said, I've lost a tiniest amount of weight, which is better than nothing. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing that really. I never bother changing anything else about my diet really, because let's be realistic here. I do like my snacks and stuff, which I have cut back on, but I've gone back into them again now that it's a bit colder. Oops. But, you know, swings and roundabouts. Honestly, when it gets colder and it's winter time, come Christmas, it's all about the food for me. Not so much the presents and stuff. I just love a good heaping plate of roast dinner. Nom 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 nom. What's everybody working on at the moment anyway? So I promised I would talk about the origins of Captain Bimble's name. Obviously Captain Bimble is not his name, but that's his name I use on his channel, just like Pickle is not her name, but it's used on my channel. Now, this is a really... it's an odd sort of name, but basically Captain made a friend last year or the year... no, it must have been the year before now. Hey sweetie, what's up? Back in a minute, guys. Sorry about that. Cheeky girl wanted a sweetie. I got my juice. Apple and blackcurrant. Yum yum yum. So yes, Captain Bimble. So he made a friend a little while ago, probably a good year or so ago now, and she had this habit of saying the word bimble a lot. And what he started doing is whenever she said the word bimble, he would just yell, "Bimble!" As you guys have heard him yell. For those that don't know, bimble is... 1 second, guys. And then that was a phone call. It's 7:27 on a Sunday. So where was I going with this? I think I was saying what bimble stood for. So, bimble means to walk slowly or sort of meander. You know, go for a wander or an aimless sort of walk. Just to kind of bimble along, you just meander along, walk along, that kind of sort of thing. Anyway, he keep yelling bimble whenever she said bimble, as you do, because, you know. And then, I can't remember exactly why, but something came up, and she was, either she was, or someone was mocking him, or something, or not mocking him, but playing on the fact that he says bimble a lot. And I think they were saying, you know, Mr. Bimble, you can't be doing that. And he's like, actually, it's Captain. And just from that flippant comment, it is forever been known as Captain Bimble. Yeah, I think they called him Mr. Bimble or Sir Bimble or something. And he's like, no, it's Captain, actually. Maybe we had recently watched Pirates of the Caribbean and the whole Captain Jack Sparrow thing. Maybe, I don't know. I can't quite remember. But that's kind of the loosey-goosey origins of the name. Pickle is just called Pickle because she's a pickle. Her other nicknames include Monkey, Maggot, Oi, Cutie, Sweetie. My favourite though for when she's being cheeky is Maggot. You're right, Maggot. I don't know. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't really have a nickname as such, although my brother-in-law said that I could be Lady Stabby McStab or something. Because it's not like I threaten him or anything. We have a great banter back and forth. Well, like, for crying out loud, I call these murder tweezers because they're so sharp and pointy that you could just... I mean, I'm perfectly sane and I'm lovely and yeah, I'm so kind and lovely and nice. But there you go. I promised and I have delivered the origins of the name. Now I was feeling all sorts of grown up. I'm 31, but I was feeling all sorts of grown up and professional the other day as well, because I finally, at long last, created a logo for myself. Instead of just a hand-drawn random doodle thing that I did and took a photo of that and put it up as my logo. I have finally, at long last, come up with a logo. Yay, so I was feeling all sorts of like professional and shit. I was like, check me out, being all professional and adult and all that crap. So yeah, that was fun. And I quite like it. I love bright colours like orange and stuff. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. I quite like it anyway. So I suppose that's the main thing. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't use it, would I? And in case anybody missed it the other week, I was challenged. And I was told to create an event. Any event. And so I have. So next year, from June 1st to July the 31st, it's going to be hashtag summercolours23. And yeah, idea of that is, I was trying to think of an idea for an event. So we're like, okay, let's go through my stash. I don't have a huge stash, by the way. I have about 32 kits in total. That's it. And I was like, okay, well, what could I possibly do an event on? And then I noticed that a common factor in a lot of my kits is that I have colourful kits. I like colour. So I was like, you know, so let's do it. Okay, now when's the best time going to be to do that? You know, it's like summery, you know, it makes me feel happy and warm and summer, and so yeah. So that's how I came about the idea of Summer Colours 23. And I've already got 2 sponsors, which is awesome. I was really nervous approaching them, sending them email, messaging and stuff. And they have been absolutely great. Now, I want to try and hold off a little bit until I announce, like, what the prizes are going to be and stuff. And I'm going to go live once a week to do, like, giveaways for it and stuff, which I'm kind of nervous about, but it should be a lot of fun. But because it's easier for me, these lives will be during the day. Probably not long after I've dropped Pickle off at school and stuff like that. So if you miss it, you'll have to watch the replay. Because one thing I will not do is I'm not going to chase people. Say, oh, hey, did you know you won? You know, reach out, give me an email, or text, or not text, message or something. No, if you have won, you need to have watched the live or something, and then you would know to reach out to me, send me your address, so I can send you a prize. So yeah, I'm still fine tuning a lot of the points and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun. I felt really, really giddy when I got my first sponsor get back to me and stuff, and I was like, I'm really giddy and I don't understand why. This is awesome. So yeah, I'm excited but also kind of nervous. I've yet to do something like this. Like the last time I even attempted... You're right there. You're right there, sweetie. Last time I even attempted like I really put a bit of effort into creating like a DP along was a couple years ago, and it was like hashtag space along or anything space along, because I had a giant huge I think it was like a 50 by 80 or something giant Yoda, and I thought, oh, I could do that in May, because you know, May the 4th be with you and all that and the other, and I like Star Wars. And the only person who kind of joined in was a friend of mine, and she got a kid to make some Play-Doh planets. But that was back when I was still very new to the whole YouTube stuff and whatnot, and yeah. Hey, sweetie, did you want an upseat? Come here then. What do you want? What do you want? You gonna say hi? You gonna find the sticky? Say hi. She likes finding the sticky and non-sticky parts of the canvas, didn't you? Wait, that's my cover minder. It's my Stitch. Yeah, that's a Dougie one. She found this one. It's Dougie. That's right. It does go back up there. Good girl. She put it back. Good girl. I've got a metal swing arm that my phone's attached to, and I've got a couple of things attached to it. But yes, I'm all excited but nervous for that event coming up. You got anything you want to say? No? In fact, Pickle is what I say, non-verbal but incredibly vocal. When she wants to be. Hey. You playing with my Grogu and my Dougie? I have a Grogu. So wait, give it here. That's mine. Okay, you're gonna put it back. Thank you. You should put Grogu back. I know, it's cool, and it's a magnet. And it makes it stick to the metal. Okay, she's now got a new fascination. That's a Christmas unicorn. She is loving this. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Yeah, that's Ducky. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. What are you doing with my magnets now? Why are you keeping hold of this one? It's mine. But anyway, embrace the love, guys. And I'll see you in a future video.